Welcome back to Von Blues Boxing, man. What's up? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Today is fight day, man. So I got my predictions. I do them I'm gonna start doing them like Friday and Saturdays, like the day of the fight or the day before the fight. That's just something I'm gonna keep up to since I've been doing it for a while. But yeah, man. So today we got some decent fights, pretty good fights tonight on Saturday. And the first one I want to go with, Anthony Yard versus Lyndon Arthur. I got Anthony Yard, ninth round stoppage. I just think Anthony Yard is just a better fighter than Lyndon Arthur. No disrespect to Lyndon Arthur. And then I got Yard, ninth round stoppage. I just think Anthony is getting back to where he wants to be. And yeah, I think he'll get the job done tonight. I just think he's, better than Arthur. But you never know. But I'm taking Anthony Yard, ninth round stoppage. And then for the main event, for the big fight of Saturday, we got Earl Spence versus Danny Garcia. That's a pretty big card, pretty good, excellent fight. We got Earl Spence returning back since he hasn't fought in a year and a half, and he had that bad car accident. And yeah, so God is a blessing, and it's awesome to see Earl Spence back doing what he loves. And yeah, so that's a good thing. And we got you know, excellent fighter and Danny Garcia, going at it tonight. But I'm gonna give you my predictions for the full card. I always start with the other fights before I do the main. We got Eduardo Ramirez versus Miguel Flores. That's a pretty good scrap. I think that's going to be a really, really good fight right there and very enjoyable. I know people don't really know Eduardo Ramirez or Miguel Flores, but Miguel Flores fought Leo Santa Cruz in his last fight. He fought him on the Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz 2 card. I was there at the fight. Pretty decent fight, pretty good fight. I mean, Leo won, but Eduardo Miguel made it competitive, and he comes to fight. But I'm going with a draw. I think that fight is going to be really hard to call because I think both guys are going to be going back and forth in that fight. It's going to be a very exciting fight. So I think it is definitely going to be a draw. And then the next fight, we got Josesito Lopez versus Francisco Santana. So we know about Josesito Lopez. He's been around for years. He's fought quality competition. Josesito's a pretty good fighter. I mean, he's been around for a while, and he's fought really, really good competition throughout his career. And he almost pulled the upset against Keith Thurman. Like, he really, I underestimated Josesito. I thought Keith was just going to just get him out of there, but he fought excellent, and he was on point. And he fought a really good fight, and he made a very good count of himself. And he's going against Francisco Santana. So Francisco Santana fought Jared Hurd to a 10-round decision. Now, he lost the fight pretty handsomely. But, I mean, to fight a guy like Jared Hurd, who's a 154-pounder, who looked like he can make 160 easy in at least the last 10 rounds, I give him some credit for that, because, I mean, Francisco Santana's fought as low as, I think, 135 before. So, yeah, I give him credit. And I'm going with Josesito Lopez with the unanimous decision. I think he'll beat Franco Santana. I think he will win I'm looking at 9-3, 8-4 rounds. I think Josesito Lopez will pull it off, get a decision, and keep moving forward. So yeah. And then we got in the co-main event, we got Sebastian Fundora versus Habib Ahmed. Now, Sebastian Fundora, like I've said before, he's a freak of nature. He is, I believe, 6'6", 6'7", fighting at 154 pounds. But he's a pretty good fighter, man. He's really good at, the crazy thing about him being 6'7", 6'6", he fights pretty damn well on the inside. So, and so he's a guy to keep an eye on, you know what I'm saying? And he's got good power too. And this is a WBC junior middleweight eliminator, so he would be in the running to possibly fight Jermell Charlo, but I think Lubin would get that fight before him because I think Lubin's ranked higher than Sebastian Fundora, but he puts himself in position for a title shot. To see for him to fight Jermell, we'll see. But I don't really know much about Habib Ahmed. I know he lost to I forgot who he fought, and he lost to. I forgot his name. I'm drawing a blank, and he lost to him. So I don't know much about Habib Ahmed. I'm just gonna go with Sebastian Fundora, 6-round KO. I think Fundora is just gonna come forward, put the pressure on him early, and just try to get him out of there. Because I mean, Habib Ahmed took this fight in a couple of days, so we'll see. We don't know his condition or anything, And I just think Fundora will get him out of there in 6 rounds. And then for the main event, we got unified WBC and IBF welterweight champion Earl the Truth Spence versus Danny Garcia, former WBC welterweight champion, former lineal 140 champion. And yeah, so we got us a good one in that fight. Very interesting fight. I commend Earl Spence for taking this type of fight. Now, he could have took a tune-up and nobody would have had an issue with it, especially coming off a tough injury like that. But to jump in with a top 5, top 10 welterweight and Danny Garcia, who's been in really good fights. His 2 losses has been against high-quality competition and Sean Porter and Keith Thurman. Both close fights. Both close fights. Some people thought he won both of those fights. You know, and you know what I'm saying? So Danny Garcia needs to be respected. You know what I'm saying? I understand that maybe, he didn't always have have the best names in between those big fights, but he's fought quality competition in his career and his resume is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And we got to give respect to Danny Garcia, man. Dude's a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? Really, really good fighter. You don't accomplish the things he's accomplished in boxing by being just an average boxer or an average fighter. You have to have some kind of specialness to yourself. And yeah, so let's give credit to Danny Garcia, man. You know what I'm saying? And whoever wins this fight, please give them full credit. If Earl wins this fight, give him full credit. You know what I'm saying? Danny Garcia is a top level welterweight in his prime. You know what I'm saying? And if Danny Garcia wins, give him credit, Earl Spence fans. I'm an Earl Spence fan myself, but let's give Danny Garcia his credit if he wins this fight. You know what I'm saying? Let's not make the excuse of the car crash and this, and that. And you know what I'm saying? Let's just give that man his credit for doing what he needed to do. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, I'm going to give you my prediction. I'm going to go with Earl the Truth Spence, unanimous decision. I believe he'll win 8 to 4 rounds in this fight. I think he'll win 8 rounds out of the 12. I think Danny will get 4 rounds. I think Danny will nick some rounds throughout the fight. I just think if Earl's 100%, he's going to use his time, he's going to use his distance and fight long, like kind of how similar like he gets against Mikey Garcia. Keep Danny at the end of his punches, go to his body, you know what I'm saying? Mix that straight right hand, because he's got a really good, powerful right hand coming out of that right jab. So, and I think that'll be key. You know what I'm saying? Keeping him at the end of his punches, taking his time, and just taking his time and being methodical. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going with Earl the Truth Spence, unanimous decision. So that's my choices, man, today, and that's my predictions, guys. So, and also wanted to let you know on Sundays at 7 o'clock Pacific time, Pacific West Coast, United States time, me, my boy Ray Riz, and my boy True Boxing, man, we're doing a podcast. It's called the Standing 8 Count podcast, and it's on at 7 o'clock on Sundays. So yeah, if you want to come and check us out, it's on Discord though. We're not on YouTube doing it. It's on Discord. So if you're on Discord and you want to come check us out and just hear some boxing talk and hear some cool guys just talk about the sport of boxing, we're there. And then Monday, we're starting I have another podcast that I'll be doing on Monday. I've been invited by my guy Miller DC. Shout out to my boy Miller DC. Get at him on YouTube. He does live commentary and mixed martial arts. And if you're on Discord, he's got the gaming cracking. You know what I'm saying? Get on there and check him out on for all my gamers on Twitch. But Monday's me, him, and I forgot the other brother name. I forgot brother name. He will be doing a podcast on Mondays. I forgot what time. I'm thinking 6 o'clock Eastern time, probably 3 or 4 o'clock Western time. That's a good time for me because I get off work around that time, so I could just jump on the podcast for a little bit. And yeah, we'll be doing our podcast there, and we'll be, talking about boxing and different things and stuff of that nature. When it comes to combat sports, we'll even be throwing MMA, because just as much as I love the sport of boxing and I cover it and have the same, some kind of form of knowledge, because I never claimed to be a guru or some kind of boxing specialist or anything of that nature, but I have the same kind of love and understanding and your knowledge of mixed martial arts as the same as I do with boxing. So yeah, man, so y'all be good and y'all be safe, man. Enjoy yourselves this Saturday. Y'all be safe out there, man. Stay, enjoy the fights, check out the college football games, and just be good, man. I wanted to do a live stream of the fight, but I don't know, I may not do this one. I might just enjoy the fight and just chill out and get my post-fight assessments after the fight, man. So you guys be good. Y'all be safe out there, man. Von Blues Boxing. I'm out.